Salut coders, this is Bisky here. Welcome back to another tutorial of our microservice architecturing with Quarkus. So in this tutorial, we want to create one microservice with Quarkus, a simple one, and you can configure it together. On the previous tutorials, I already created those two. Maybe you are not understanding the concept. So let's create a third microservice, which is an auth service. So let's visit Quarkus, get started. So just say quarkus.io. Let's create a new one, and here I will just say com code with Bisq, and here I will call it auth service. So this is the service that I'm going to create also on my services on Kong. So after doing this, so here we want to use the Spring Web. Let's look for the Spring Web API, and then I'll click generate. It's going to be a simple one, and here I can download the zip. So after downloading the zip, let me unzip this, and I open this project with the IntelliJ, and I open. This is our auth service, and I click the POM XML, and I'll click open. Open as a project. So this is our service that we just configured and that we just created. So what we want to do now, if you go here, you can see we have in our Java, we have greeting controller, and in our test, we have this controller test. So let me just remove this. I don't want to run any tests for now. So I can come here, and I want to create a new package, and I call it API. And I'll create another package called producer. This is how we can create, and I want to create another one which is called model. So in this model, I want to create a new Java class, and I can call it user. So let's say we want to get a logged in user or a user profile. Let's just say user, and then a user is a private string username. We know that every user is a username, and we have first name, we have last name, and we can have a gender. And let me just create getters and setters. We need to create getters and setters of this user like this. After doing this, we are okay. Let's create a new class in our producer. I just want to create a new class called producers. And let's add an application scope. If you haven't watched my tutorial of dependency injection, you can watch it and you can understand this better. And I want to create a method, just say get user. I'll just say get user, and we know a method is a return type. So here my return type will be the user that we created, and I want to return, for now just say return now. We want to instantiate this object, user equals to new user. Here we just say user dot set name, set first name, I'll just say Bisky. Last name, gender, mail, and username, it's going to be bisc, and then we can return this. So here we need to add an annotation code add produces, and this one we want to use this one for inject from Jakarta Enterprise. So after doing this, I need to create an API called users. So like what we did, we just come here and we can copy this and we can paste this, and I can call it user controller. And here we change here to say users. And here let's add it inject. We want to inject the object that we instantiated there, which is a user, and it's called get user. So if you click this, it will go here. So the injection is working fine. And in here we want to return a user, right? And here we just say get current user. Then we can return this one, get user. So if we test this endpoint, so far, let's now configure our port. And so for port, we just say port. And for port, I will just say this one is going to be 4040. And for root, this one, if I say root, you can see the Quarkus root path here is this one, and I want to change it to auth. So this is how you can configure this. So we can test this together, and it's running on 4040, and you want to test this API users. So let's go to our postman and let's copy this URL, and I can do this. It's running on port. So far here it's not yet configured on our route. So let's do an example. So here it's going to be an auth. This is our URL, and here it's going to be users, and we can delete everything. So this path is not yet configured, which is the auth on our Kong. So if I try to do this, it won't work. It will say the root merged, no root merged. So here, so far we can do this. Sorry. Here it's 4040. If I try to access it directly, you can see we can get the user we has logged in. So this information is not coming from the database. You saw it. I'm just initializing, and I want to show you the concept of using these microservices. So in the future videos, we shall integrate with the database, do some good stuff with Quarkus, but for now, this is the microservice architecture tutorials. So once we have done this, and we saw that if I added this port 8000, it's not working. So the next thing, we need to build this Docker image and add this route so that all our requests will come through our API gateway. You can see here we are getting 404 because that route does not exist. So what you can do now, let's build this Docker image. I told you previously, you can just come here and you can go to Maven, lifecycle, and you can do package. So while it's packaging, we can go to this folder called Docker. This is the advantage of using Quarkus. You can go to our Docker. Everything will be working fine with Docker. We just copy this, and we can go to our terminal, and we can run, and we can build our Docker image. So let's wait for it to complete. So if you go to our, you can see we have configured this. It's now running. We have the image on our Docker container. We have this. We now have our image in the list of images. These are on local and we never used, and these are currently running. So what I can do now, I need to stop this service which is currently running here so that this port won't conflict. So after doing this, we need to run this. You can see this is how we can run our service, but we must put it in a network. So let's open in our Linux service, and I can't remember, I forgot the name, okay, of our network. Our network is Cognet, so we just say -d, and I can also put the name. It's okay. Here it was not specifying the name. So here Cognet, here it's auth service, and it's running on port 4040, and we are mapping. So this is the port that you can access outside the network, and this is the port that we can access in the Docker. So the image is currently running. So this one you can change it, but this one is the one that the application is running on. So after doing this, it's running on Cognet. We just run this. So I can do this, and I can say clear, and I can run this image, and I can say Docker PS, and the service is now running here, and we just say Docker logs if to see that it's running on this port 8080. So we are okay. Our service is running fine. So let's clear this. So now the next thing is to configure, because right now it's just running, but we not yet configure this in our network, in our Kong. So the route is still 4444. But if I change this to 4040, it will still work here because it's running in the Docker container. So we need to configure now to run it on for our request to go through this. So what we can do now, let's go back here, and I showed you on here that what you need to do, you just copy this, right? After copying this, you can, let me come here just below here, and this is the administrative port. We want to create a new service called auth. So here I'll just say auth, and here the URL here it's going to be auth service, which is the image name that I gave to the container, and it is running on port 4040, and here it's going to be on auth. The path is auth. This is the URL, the actual URL where the service is running. So after doing this, we have the auth service, everything is okay. What I can do is running on this port, and I can run this here, and I can create this service. A service has been created. We can look to the service here on the list of service. I can run this, and you can see we have the auth service, and this is, but if I try to test here, it's not working because so far we don't have the route for auth. So we need to create the route for these services. Right now we just created services, so we need to add a route. So let's come back again, and here we can copy this, and we can create this service. So here administrative, and here we want to add the route to our auth service. So this we need to specify the auth service. We need to add a route, and here we just say auth route, and here we just say auth. So this is the path. So I can copy this, and I can run this. So now it has been added. If you come to our routes here, let's go to our routes, and I can just say view, or else you can see we have 3 routes, and this is the route for the auth, and they are just the same like the others, but this one is just the auth. So let's test our request now, if we can get something. You can see we have managed to get user through our Kong API gateway. We can log here. I can say Docker PS, then our Kong is running here. Docker logs -f, You can see the request has came through here. Let's see this one. This is the auth user and we get a 200. Previously, when it was not configured, we see we were getting 404, but the time when we added this route, the requests are now going to the auth service. So thank you guys. If you are new to this channel, may you kindly subscribe, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever you upload new video. Let's meet on another video tutorial. Salut coders.